Good morning. Welcome to class. Today's class is a part two of strong and supple core. I wasn't going to continue on this theme, but I had a glitch on one of the first Wednesday, so I reshot that class. So now you have two Wednesday classes, the first one a bit shorter at 30 minutes and the second one at 40 minutes. They're similar but different, so you might like to see how the work changes when I teach the same class twice. Um, what else? And I decided to do another flow class centered around this theme, as I had one of my coaches call me up this week and want to get some work in, and it was kind of centered around this theme. So I designed a class specifically for him. One of the things I want to recommend that I recommended to him having to do with a suppling up your core. We think of our core as our abs, right? And maybe obliques. Hopefully, we're considering our back muscles in there. If you've been taking my classes for any length of time, you know that the glutes are the back side of the core. Your pecs are part of your core. So basically, anything from your neck all the way down to the bottom of your pelvis. But also think about your lats as part of your core. They're the most superficial muscles, one of the superficial muscles of your back, and they do the pulling motion. So whenever you go through a door jamb in your kitchen, living room, whatever, reach up for the edge of the door jamb. Now, I know some of you might not be able to reach that, so you reach for the sides of the door jamb. Or you go to Amazon and you buy a pull-up bar, the kind that hooks on without screws to the door jamb up above. It's, I don't know, 20 bucks on Amazon. And it just kind of hooks onto the edge or the lip of the molding around your door jamb. And it's easy to take off and take down when you have company over and maybe you don't want that seen. Uh, but then you have a lower bar and you can literally hang from it and do pull-ups from it. So I can't do a pull-up very well without assistance, but I can grab that bar and simply hang and play with working on loosening up these lats and adding some strength. Your lats crisscross and attach to each opposing glute, and that's how they function in this X pattern. I've talked about that before. So enough of the lesson here, but just think of a lot when we're working on suppling up our core. When these muscles are strong and tight from our training, they lack the full range of motion for you to breathe deep. And that shows up when we do this class, right? Because I check you in on that. So that's a reason to supple up your core. We'll be doing some rotation today, active rotation, passive rotation, and then we will supple up at the end with some therapy balls. So let's do some check-ins. Check in on the how your overhead reach feels. This is called full shoulder flexion, the full range of motion of your shoulders overhead. Turn your palms towards each other. Good. And reach your shoulders all the way up towards your ears. I know you're told not to do that, but that puts a big stretch on the lats. Just notice how your lats feel. Now sink your shoulder blades a little bit, but can you keep extending or flexing your arms up overhead? Good. Okay. I can see that my left arm is a little less free than my right. If you have a mirror, go take a look in your mirror really quick and revisit this shoulder flexion. Good. Or just go off feel like I am right now. Another check-in we're going to do. I had my client hang from the bar as a check-in and see how that feels, and then we did it all at the end. So we'll skip that part today. Go ahead and lie down on your back. And as we always do, we'll begin by settling in, and I'm going to talk you through a breathing exercise as a check-in also. So simply lie down right now and close your eyes. Find your breath. Bring awareness to your breathing. Ideally, breathe through your nose. Just observe your native or natural breath. And we'll work with the Sankalpa today. I am a student of my body. I am a student of my core. Check in with your perspective on the day, of your week behind you, week ahead. Just notice, acknowledge your feelings. Notice your level of warmth, how the floor feels under your body. Notice where your breath is initiating from. Is it coming from your upper chest to begin the breath? Or are you well trained and you're breathing already from your diaphragm? Both initiate breath. But when we shift to yoga practice, we try to shift to bringing awareness to this diaphragm muscle, lower in your abdomen, like between the bottom of your ribs from right to left. So see if you can begin now to shift your breathing to initiate from that diaphragm. I'm going to talk you through a 3-part breath called Viloma breath. Viloma, if you care to Google that later and give it a read. So with your lungs completely empty, I want you to breathe in a third of the way, initiating from that diaphragm first. We'll call this zone 1. Now hold it a third of the way full. Good. Initiate a second third, mid-rib area. Fill that up. Hold. Now breathe in that final third, upper chest, upper back area, all the way full. Maybe sip in another breath or two, another piece of breath. Hold it. And exhale. Just let the air out. No fancy way of doing that. Good. Do that again. Inhale the first third, lower ribs. Hold. Inhale mid-ribs, zone 2. Inhale upper ribs, upper chest, upper back area. We'll call this zone 3. Hold. And exhale. Good. We're going to add on to that a little bit. All right. Breathe in zone 1, a third of the way. Hold. Breathe in zone 2 and hold. Breathe in zone 3, all the way full. Hold. Now contract that bubble of air just by hugging with all your torso muscles, even lifting through the pelvic floor. Good. Now exhale and release that tension all the way. That's called spinal bracing. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, zone 1. Hold. Inhale, zone 2. Hold. Inhale, zone 3. Hold. Create tension. And exhale. Release the breath and the tension. Good. So we have to be able to breathe and brace at the same time, and bringing that to light and making it obvious. It is a reflexive strength move, meaning it's more automatic. You do it when you need to. Like for example, when a big dog is running at you, and you would brace your core, right? So it wouldn't, you'd have some sense of protection of your spine. Or an eager toddler running to jump in your lap and you don't see them coming, right? You'd slightly brace to protect your guts, your core, bring more into your consciousness when you need it. Okay, roll over onto your sides and walk on up. Come onto your hands and knees, and let's begin by rocking. Let's begin our movement game by doing some rocking. Bring your head up a little. Start to let the muscles down the back of the neck, upper spine start to get active. Deepen your breath. Thanks for showing up today, everybody. When you show up for me, you show up for yourself, really, right? I'm just a teacher. I'm just here to guide you, but you show up, you do the work. Bring your mind and body into greater harmony. Okay. So if you can, hold the toes curled and take your hands back to whatever level allows you to sit back with your toes curled. All right, that might mean you need to stay here because it's too much pressure on your toes. So pick a place with your hands, lift your head up, take your eyes up, look at your own eyebrows, yes, and then bring your head down. Bring your eyes to your own chin if you could. Stretch your eyeballs. Good, look up. Working on tuning our vestibular system the way you did it when you were a child, when you were an infant. You trained yourself to move well. No one taught you, but you did begin by moving your head around and looking and exploring your environment. It's really about your eyes. Your eyes wanted to find things and see, and so it needed the turn of your heads. So look up, and then look up and over your left shoulder, chin toward shoulder, eyes turning side toward the ceiling. Good. Look up, all the way up, eyes to eyebrows. Good. Head to the right, out of the right corner of the eyes toward the ceiling. Now keep that up, making the semicircle right to left. Staying away from anything painful. Just notice. I feel like the right side of my upper back and the back of my neck is a little more sensational. It's not pain, but it's a little more, it's more tension there. The left side seems more free for me. So our work today, we'll check back in with some head turns. I hope I remember to do that. You can on your own though, right? Okay, point the toes, sit back in child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths here. I am a student of my body, I'm a student of my core, which includes my back. So as you breathe here, feel your back muscles swell into a stretch from hips to shoulders, from hips to head. Feel your ribs separate, creating stretch between each rib bone where there's muscles called intercostals. These are more internal muscles. You've got your internal costals and your external costals of your ribs. Good. One more breath here. I am a student of my body. I'm a student of all the muscles that make up my core. Okay, stay here with knees down, knees together, elbows. We do this one a lot to mobilize the T-spine. Bring your right hand to your right ear. Breathe in here in this position. Exhale, rotate open to your right. Good, split the elbows apart from one another. Inhale back down, bring the right elbow over to the left knee, a little twist. Exhale. Good, inhale down. Feel the back swell. Exhale, turn. Good, two more. Feel that tension you're bumping up against. Exhale, put a squeeze on those back muscles, those traps and rhomboids. Come on down. It's like you're squeezing and bringing life, bringing contraction, bringing strength into your upper back, some heat, some circulation. Good. Let's switch sides now. Left ear and left hand together. Inhale here. Exhale, rotate. Good. Inhale and exhale. Turn. Good. Three more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Two more. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale. Come on, big breath. Good. Exhale. Hold it for a bit as you blow all the air out. Good. Inhale back down. And come into our first downward facing dog pose. Good. Let's take the legs a bit wider so we're a little lighter handed in our upper body. Good. Bend your knees a little. Straighten your knees. Heels come to the ground here, hopefully. You might notice down dog awakens, brings awareness to the back of your calves, Achilles, maybe even the soles of your feet feel this stretch if you're tight there. So dynamic movement, meaning putting the bends and straightening at the knees, right? Helps you kind of contract and relax, contract and relax. It brings that get into a pose often, especially if you're feeling tight. It's a great way to trick your body, dare I say, because especially a body that appreciates movement. If you like movement, if you move a lot, if you're an active person, right? You bring a little dynamic movement and then you bring it towards stillness. Makes it a little easier for these more static poses to be held by us active people. We've just tricked our muscles now into agreeing with us to stay here for a little bit. So straighten your legs best you can to your own degree and breathe. Remember, breathing grants your body strength, power, and mobility. It gives you access to those three things when you need it. Just keep that breath flowing easy and free. Good. Now bring your feet back into a regular downward facing dog. Push the ground away a lot with your hands. One more deep breath here. Feel free to bend your knees if you're really feeling this and your ankles. Good. And then inhale forward to plank pose. Lower your plank all the way down. Maybe drop the knees first. Let's do 5 cobras. Inhale, lift. Point your feet. Press the tops of your feet. Press your pelvis. Head up. Good. Forehead to the floor. Breathe out. Inhale, lift. Look up. Good. Exhale. Forehead down. Breathe out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Come down. 2 more times. Integrate legs. Press the feet. Press the pelvis. Look up. Elbows back. Good. And down. 1 more time. Inhale. Good. Exhale down. While we're here, so that we get this crossed off the head up, turn and look over your left shoulder. We're getting our head nods in and our head turns in. Once again, just like we did as infants, stimulating that vestibular system. These are sort of devices, if you will, behind each ear inside your head that work together with your eyes and your nervous system and your ears we think of them as balance, helping us with balance. But they literally, every system of your body literally is connected to this vestibular system. So the more we keep it tuned up with basic movements from our childhood and movement in general, we just will have a greater mind-body connection to all of our systems of our body, especially musculoskeletal, the action part of our life, right? So 1 more time to each side. Yes, eyes open, you're looking. Good. Excellent. Yes, your eyes, very important with that vestibular system. To be seeing, when your eyes see where they land, your body wants to go in that direction. So if your eyes can't see where you're going, you won't be granted permission to go there with as much confidence. Does that make sense? So it's confidence, having your eyes and your neck range of motion be able to see well with what you should have in your neck is a good thing. So don't tolerate a stiff neck and a tight upper back, which is also part of your core. Okay, come on back. Let's press back to child's pose. Point your toes. Good. Rock to water drinking pose. Rock through child's. Good. Rock through water drinking. Bring the head up as you do this. Good. Also patterning your hip hinge here and your squat. So feel that stretch across your glutes, upper hips, upper back, lower back. Excellent. Good. Now start to make circles in this position. Doing a longer warm-up today. Lift your head up. Good. Feel what's going on in your hips. Get that back side of the core awakened. And it's like you're retrofitting. I've changed directions now with my circle. Let's get those tighter glutes, better well fitting around our hip bones and in how they relate to our legs, feet, and lower back. Good. Now, take your left leg, extend it out to your side, what we call gate pose from yoga. But go ahead and stay down on your hands and knees and rock. Head up, left toes pointing in the same directions as your fingers. Say hello to your adductors. I keep keeping my right toes curled under, but you can alternate like we did before. But dynamically warming up into those toes. It's like we're flossing all the joints here today. Good. Okay, let's gather that left leg back in. Extend out your right leg. Point the toes forward, you got it. And rock forward and back, alternating the curl of those left toes. Head up. Keep your awareness building and your muscles contracting down your upper back. From your brain, down through the upper spine to the lower spine, into the legs, into the arms. Keep your face looking forward. Good. Tuning up this vestibular system. Good. Okay, rock that right leg back in. One more time, back up to downward dog. One more time in this sequence. You know we'll hit down dog again and again. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Press back. See if you can get your heels closer to the ground. Good. Now take a walk to the front of your yoga mat. Find your blocks. Bring them adjacent to each foot here. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold back down into your legs. Good. Do that a few times. Inhale, lift up halfway. Feet down. Split the mat from right to left. Feel your glutes turn on. Good. Exhale, fold. 3 more times. Inhale, lift up halfway. Really engage those legs, splitting the mat. Look up. Exhale, fold. Good. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Now we're going to come all the way up to stand. Root into your legs. Connect your glutes. Reach up high. Pull. Traction upward. Alternate stomping each foot down. A little bit of a side bend. Looks like this. Yeah. Dynamically warming up the sides of your core with a little lateral flexion, like you're a fish swimming through the water. Before we had arms and legs, our spine moved like this in order to create forward motion. So keep that alive in your body too. Get back to your ancestral roots of how you moved. Way back before you were even you. It's in your body. Okay, come to mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, dive down over your legs. Feel free to bend them. I am. Let your head drop. Bring your blocks under your hands right next to your ankles and step your right leg back to a lunge. Sink the hips and look up. Good. And step all the way back to downward facing dog pose. Sink the heels. Inhale forward to plank. Look up. Good. And come all the way down. Inhale to a baby cobra. Engage your legs. Good. Press back through water drinking pose. And come on up to downward facing dog pose. Deep breath in. Exhale. Step your right foot in between your 2 hands. Grab your block. Sink the hips. Look up. Good. I'm going to rock back and then rock forward. Push off to the front of the mat. Good. Drop your head. Inhale. Reach your arms out and up. Look up. Stretch your face towards your hands up there. Yes. Mountain pose. Let's do that again. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Swan dive down over your legs. Drop your head. Good. This time, step your left leg back to a lunge. Sink the hips and look up. We're going to stay here a bit, though. Drop your back knee to the floor. Put the whole back leg on slack. No effort there. Now extend the back leg. Squeeze your left quads and your left glutes. Good. Do that again. Tap the knee down. Put it on slack. Lift it up. Squeeze. Left quads, left glute. Good. 3 more times. Press it down or tap it down. Lift it up. Squeeze. Once again, this contract, relax technique going to work for us, helping us to rebalance the system here. Bring the knee down and come on up. We're meeting our tension where it's at. Feel this in the hip flexors maybe. Tap down. Going in, gathering in, adding tension. And then as we put the leg on slack, hopefully a little more tension that's held and we don't even know is there relaxes. That's kind of what the PNF technique does. It engages the system in order to get it to turn on and then turn off. Downward facing dog pose. Good. Press back, press back, press back. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Look up. Good. Exhale, lower your plank down. Inhale to a cobra. Look up. Exhale back through water, drinking pose. On up to downward facing dog pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, step your left foot in between your 2 hands. And remember, use your left hand to help. If you're strong and those muscles don't have as much mobility yet. Sink the hips, look up. Good. Bring the right knee down. Put the whole right leg on slack. And then extend it back. Squeeze right thigh, right glutes. And bring it down. Good. Take your time here. Luxuriate in this opportunity to work on tight hip flexors, tight quads. And bring it down. And awaken those glutes. Bring it down. 2 more times. Keep looking up if you can. Press back through that heel. Bring it down. On slack. Good. 1 more time. Give it a squeeze. Now this time rock back and rock forward to the front of your mat. Separate your feet a bit here and turn your feet out. Knees out. And grab a hold of each elbow and hang forward in this sort of gorilla stance here. Let your spine be heavy. Let the hands on the elbows help to pull your torso downward. Let your head be heavy and breathe. Good. Wiggle a little. Wiggle out of your tension. Good. Relax your cheeks and your eyes and your forehead muscles and your scalp. Just let it all hang down here towards the ground. Now let's heel toe those feet back together. Inhale, lift up halfway, split the ground with your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Engage your glutes, reach up, traction up, and stomp side to side. Once again, that fish action of lateral flexion in your spine. Good. Now stabilize your feet and legs. In fact, bring your legs together. Now hook your right hand on your left wrist. Come back up, side bend over to your right. And press your left foot more, deep breath. Switch the other side. Left hand hooks that right palm facing left wall. Side bend to your left. Press the right foot down more and breathe in. Good. Exhale. Great. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Dive down over your legs. Inhale. Lift up halfway. Good. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Walk yourself back to downward face or to plank pose. And lower your plank down. Inhale to a cobra or maybe an upward dog if you like. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Now inhale your right leg up into the air and bend your knee. While you're here, keep your left leg in down dog. Push the ground away and get really long on that left side of your body. Make it as equally as long as the right side. So torso's more square to the mat. And then straighten the right leg up, split the legs. Good. Bring that right knee underneath you. Step it between your two hands. Excellent. Now make your back foot flat. We're going to turn facing the left wall. Bring your right forearm up to your right thigh. We're coming into extended side angle pose from yoga. Good. Now take your left arm up overhead, all the way up overhead in full shoulder flexion like we did at the beginning of the class. Some cues for the lower body. Press your feet. Get your right butt underneath you. Press it toward the left wall a little bit. Yeah. Now turn your left palm forward to the floor. And then you're going to take your left arm back up to the ceiling and then bring it around behind your lower back. Internally rotate the arm. Back of the left hand comes up towards your shoulder blades or in that general area. Wing the elbow behind you. Turn your torso so you can look up at the ceiling. All the while you're just breathing in and out here. Good. Now unwind that arm. We're bringing it back overhead. Start to externally rotate it back into full shoulder flexion here. Palm to the floor. Reach away from that left foot with that left hand. Good. And let's repeat that. Bring that arm back up to the ceiling and back around the lower back. Bend the elbow. Back of the hand comes up toward the shoulder blades. Wing that elbow back. Rotate. Good. Unhook that arm back up, externally rotating it back up and over the head. Good. So now you know where we're headed. Do this a few more times. Bring that arm up toward the ceiling. Internally rotate it. Back of the hand crawls up the back. Wing that elbow up. Yeah, getting strong in that right thigh. Good. Unwind the arm. Bring it back up and over. Full shoulder flexion. Lift your right toes for me. Get into your right heel more. Yeah. And bring that arm back up and around towards the lower back. Good. And one more time. We're skimming the edge of our range of motion in this left arm and shoulder. Good. Finish in shoulder flexion here, arm overhead. Excellent. Now press up to warrior two pose, although I'm going to let you straighten your front leg. So it's a straight-legged warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back. Now lunge back into that warrior two, but draw back with that left arm. And do it again. Straighten the right leg. Good. And bend it. Good. Straighten it. See if you can press the pinky toe edge of your left foot down to the mat as you lunge. And straighten it. Track that right knee toward the middle toes. One more time. Straighten it. Good. Let's hold warrior two here. Hold warrior two here. Good. Anchor with that back leg. Drop it down into the earth. Good. Strong in that right leg. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2 more breaths. Can you lift both sets of toes? Shoulders relaxed and down, but arms strong and reaching. 1 more breath. Turn that head. Look over that right hand. Good. Now go ahead and cartwheel the arms down to the floor and step back to downward facing dog pose. Good. Bet you'd never look forward to downward dog like you do right now, huh? Inhale forward to plank pose. Lower your plank all the way down. Come into that sphinx pose again. Rest on the elbows. Lift the sides of your waist a bit. Look up and look down. Head nods. Look up. Good. Look down. Look up. And down. 2 more. Look up. And down. And 1 more time. Look up. And down. Good. Bring your hands right back by your sides of your chest. Curl the toes, press back, water drinking pose. And up to downward facing dog pose. Sink your heels, press your hands. Big breath in. Good. Exhale. Now we're going to take the left leg up into the air. Split the legs. Bend the left knee. You got it. And keep the right side in downward facing dog. Good. Right waist as long as the left waist. Square your shoulders to the mat. Push the ground away with your hand on the mat. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Here we go. Right arm comes all the way up overhead into full shoulder flexion, palm facing the floor. Good. One more tip. Try not to sink into that left shoulder. Get long in the neck on that whole left side. Okay. Now take that right arm, bring it up to the ceiling and down around your lower back. Internally rotate that arm. Right hand sneaks up toward the shoulder blades. Good. Or some general area back there. Wing the right elbow open. Mine's not anywhere near my blades. It's below. Good. Unwind the arm. Reach up. Skim the edge of that range of motion. Turn the palm overhead to face the floor. Press the right foot. Reach apart from each other, the hand and foot. Good. Just do that again. Take the arm up toward the ceiling. Internally rotate it. Crawl that right hand up the back. Wing the elbow open. Good. And unwind. Take that right arm up overhead. Again, palm to the floor, reaching. Good. 3 more times here. Yep, guiding that arm to the back. Wing the elbow. Breathing in and out as you wish. Unwind the arm, bring it back up. Check in with your left leg. Spread the toes there. Get your left butt underneath you. Good. And bringing that arm back around the low back. And back up and around in full shoulder flexion. Good. Let's do one more. I don't know if I got 5 in, so let's do it. I think this is number 5. Bring that arm back up and around. Skim that edge. Good. Reach. Hold it. Deep breath. Exhale. Warrior 2 pose. Yes, straighten that front leg. You know you won't be holding it for too long as I'm doing it with you, right? Bend into Warrior 2 and straighten. You can pair your breath with this if you like. Inhale as you straighten. Exhale as you bend. Guide that left knee toward the middle toes and anchor the ball of your big toe. It's going to do a bit of a dance, right? We're working on a nice stable foot here, stable feet. Let the ankles wobble, ankles mobile, right? But stabilize yourself with your feet. Root the ball of that big toe. Good. 2 more. Bending. 1 more. Straighten. Drop the shoulders down, but make the arms powerful and reach. Show me your wingspan in this pose. Holding Warrior 2, deep breath in. Stay with it on the exhale. Reach back with the right arm. Good job. Cartwheel your arms down to the ground and scoot your way back to downward facing dog pose. Good. Inhale forward to plank. Squeeze your legs in this plank and look up. Good. Lower your plank down. Curl into a cobra or an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Take your legs wide like we did in the beginning. Walk your hands back. Bend your knees if needed and just hang forward. Relax your arms and shoulders. And breathe. Good. While we're here, I want you to begin lunging from right to left. Once again, dynamically
Getting into those hip joints, knee joints. See if you can make your feet stable. They're really attached to the floor. Good. Let your ankles move and bend. Good. Hold that lunge to the right. It's not too deep of a lunge. And can you crawl your arms to the right diagonal? Deep breath. And then walk your arms over to the left diagonal, lunging to the left. Deep breath. Good. Walk yourself back down the center line, back to regular downward facing dog pose. Good. Take your right leg up behind you, bend the knee a little quicker here. Bring that knee underneath you, step forward. Bring your back knee down, coming into a single leg, tall, kneeling stance. Scoot your left knee forward so it's directly underneath your left hip. Now you can either keep your toes curled under back there or point the toe. I recommend a combination so you get to work on that big toe extensibility here and flexibility of the underside of the foot. Any prop will do here. We're going to do an active twist. So I've been using the TOTTS spheres, which has some squish inside, so you get constant feedback to your hands, shoulders, and brain. You can do that also with a yoga block. So squeeze the block, get your hands involved, and maybe do a pull on the block instead of a push. Okay? I'm going to do it with the TOTTS because I think it's a valuable tool for grip strength and for igniting the shoulders with this isometric contraction here. Elbows bent and elbows at your sides, either way, whether you're holding a block or a Courgeous ball or the TOTTS sphere. Sides of the arms are going to stay crazy glued towards on your rib cage here. Ready? Inhale, zone 1, zone 2 and 3, and then exhale, rotate the ribs to your right. You'll get about a third of the way there. Now inhale again. Good. Firm the left glute a bit to make you stable. Turn your belly, ribs, chest, and chin. Notice I didn't say shoulders. You're turning through the rib cage. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Belly, ribs, mid-ribs, upper ribs, chest, and chin. Maybe eyeballs. Good. Do it again. Back off a little as you inhale. Exhale, rotate. Turn the head, the eyes. Good. 2 more. And exhale. Good. 1 more time. Breathe down low. And rotate. Belly, ribs, chest, chin, eyes. Good. Slowly de-rotate. Whatever prop you're working with, take it up overhead. Inhale. Squeeze in on it. Get your fingers into whatever prop you're working with. Now bend at the elbows. Good. Bring your prop behind your head. Gather up your fingers on your prop and pull the prop to your head and push your head into the prop. Elbows forward. Say hello, lats and triceps. Breathe. Good. You know where else you can do this great tricep lat stretch? When you're in your car at a red light, reach back for your headrest, right? Pull your head into the headrest. Pull the headrest into your head. And stay with it for as long as the red light is. Feel your biceps crawling up towards your ears and your triceps dropping down toward the floor. Breathe wide across your back. Keep that pull happening. 1 more. Stay with it on the exhale. Get tall. Crown of the head up. You got this. Good. Slowly release the pull. Bring the arms back up. Reach. And bring the ball down to your chest. Nice work. That might have been challenging for some of us. This is where we need a good stretch sometimes.
especially if you lift heavy. If you're in a heavy lifting cycle. Okay, come back to downward facing dog pose. Good. Either stay here in dog and enjoy, or roll through the flow with me. Plank pose, squeeze your legs, look up. Come on down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Excellent. Let's inhale the left leg up behind us in the air. Split the legs, bend the knee. Bring that knee underneath you. Step forward. Bring your back knee down right underneath your right hip. Good. Doing great today, everybody. Grab your prop. Squeeze with your grip, elbows to your sides. Good. Bring awareness into the muscles in your core. They're doing the rotating here. And I know they are shared muscles with the shoulders, but I want you to try to use your obliques to turn you. Okay? So squeeze the right hip a little bit. Make you feel stable. Press the left foot down a little bit. Deep breath in. Zone 1, 2, 3. Exhale, rotate. Good. Stay here. Breathe in again. Good. See if you can fill up a little more twist with your turn. Good. Inhale some more space. Exhale, fill up that newfound space with a little more twist. Belly, ribs, chest, chin, eyes. Good. 2 more. Squeeze that prop. And rotate. And 1 more. Exhale, rotate, rotate, rotate. I think I forgot a breath. Let's do 1 more. Deep breath. Exhale, belly, ribs, chest, chin, eyes. You got it. And slowly derotate. Ooh, take the arms up. Press in on your prop. Bend the elbows. Bring your prop behind your head. Gather up on that prop. Pull prop to head, head to prop. Elbows forward. Deep breath. Exhale. Good. Standing tall. See if you can get a little more height. Yeah. Good. 3 more. Get all your fingers involved in gripping your prop. Exhale. 2 more. Biceps lifting up towards ears, triceps dropping down, shoulders down. 1 more. Good. Stay with it. Get tall. Exhale. Beautiful. Keep the legs, but straighten the arms. Reach up. Breathe in. Push in on that prop. Good. Exhale. Bring it down. Nice work. Oh, okay. Back to downward facing dog pose. If by chance that was rough on your knees and you tolerated it, next time get a blanket or some sort of cushion you can use for your knee. Don't suffer. Inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower your plank down. Good. Inhale into cobra or upward dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog pose. Good. Quick little detour. Plank pose again. I want you to bring your left knee forward towards your right elbow, not all the way like you're going to do pigeon pose, but I want you to sit now on your left hip and keep your hands forward and look up. It's like your cobra just sat down. Make sense? Right leg's extended back. Turn your head and look over your left shoulder. Good. Deep breath. Exhale, turn. Good. 2 more. Look up. And 1 more. Look up even more. Stretch the chest up. It's a combo of a little bit of a back bend in your thoracic spine and a little bit of rotation. Good. Keep your legs where they are, but turn your torso facing the camera. or if you're facing the other direction, your back's to the camera. Now you're in this nice side bend. Stack your legs up and just lean onto that left or bottom arm here. And let your shoulders shrug up. You're doing a passive side bend here. Good. Stretching out those obliques that just did all that turning for us. Good. So just enjoy this shruggy, relaxed position here. Your spine's like a hammock bending down to the floor here. Good. Also a nice stretch for your deep low back. Good. Okay. Let's come back to plank pose. Put a little tension in the system in plank. Push the ground away, look up. Now bring your right knee towards left elbow. Have a seat on the right hip. Keep the hands in front here. Straighten out your back leg a little bit. Inhale into the cobra aspect of this. Good. Exhale, rotate to your right a little. 2 more. Inhale. Good. Exhale, look up. Good. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, turn. Look up, chest up. I didn't say it was going to be comfortable. Hopefully it didn't hurt though. Stay away from pain, right? Okay, now the side bend. Stack your legs. Shrug your right shoulder up towards your ear and let the right side of your spine hammock downward to the right. And relax. Breathe. Position that arm where it's comfortable for you. Yes. Good. Feel those ribs expand and stretch with each in-breath. With each out-breath, feel yourself dial down a little bit of stress. Your breathing, with or without shapes like this, help you dial down your stress. So if all you have time for is to close your eyes and breathe, do that. Okay, place your left hand back up front. Find your way to water drinking pose this time. Take a nice deep breath here. And exhale. Good. Okay, one more quick sequence here. Come into your tall kneeling position again with your right leg forward. Grab your blocks. We're going to do a twisted triangle variation. Step your back foot up. So your feet, the distance between your right and left feet are a very small distance, like a slice of the walking gait. I want you to be able to get your left heel down. So if you're so wide that your left heel is up, scoot it forward. Be able to ground through both heels. You got me? You feel me? Now bring your left hand directly under your left shoulder. So you're making a triangle stance here and have it a little bit off to the left if you're, dealing with some balance issues here. Feet are not on a tightrope, they're on train tracks. Left arm right under left shoulder. So if you're wide through the shoulders, you're going to go a little wider with that left block. That's how far apart. I want a direct plumb line down from your left shoulder to your left wrist. Got it? Now bring your right hand to your right ear. We did this in the beginning. Lift up halfway with your spine. Good. Exhale, open up with that right elbow. Split the arms here. Good. Inhale back down. Exhale, ground your left leg and rotate open with your elbows. Good. Inhale down. And exhale, open. Push into that left block. Ground with your legs. Open with that right arm. Good. Inhale down. 2 more times. Inhale, open. Inhale, exhale, open. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, you've got it. Exhale, we're going to hold here, but extend your right arm. Show me that wingspan. Get into that back leg. Feel free to bend any knee that's needed. Stay here, breathe. Good. Use your legs. Use that left arm. Relax a bit. You're doing well.
2 more breaths. Good. Yes, it's an active twist. I'm making you work. 1 more. Inhale. Stay with it. Exhale. Maybe straighten that back leg. Reach, big wingspan. Come on. Good. Bring that right arm down. Whew. Come down onto both knees. Child's pose. Bring those hands all the way back by your feet. Palms facing the ceiling, and then flex the hand and open the hand. Good. Do the opposite of the plank on the wrists, right? Stretch the back side of those wrists. Good. Hold the fist. Squeeze all 10 fingers into this fist. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Relax your hands. Relax your shoulders. Relax your whole body down. Feel the pull of gravity underneath you. Good. Okay, come back up to that single leg tall kneeling. Left foot forward this time. Right knee underneath you for a quick sec here. Okay, now come on up into that pyramid stance. Right foot forward, slice of the walking gait. Train tracks, not tightrope, remember? All 10 toes pointing straight ahead. Have that back foot close enough that that heel can stay grounded. You can tell I'm making a big point of that. So if your stance is way shorter, that's you. Do that. Okay? Bring that block under the right wrist, under the right shoulder. Go wider if you need to. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Left hand to the left ear, elbow pointing down. Exhale, open to your left with the upper back. Good. That T-spine rotating left. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, rotate with that T-spine to the left. Eyes are going to follow your left elbow if possible. Inhale, back down. Remember, feel free to put a bend in that left knee. Put some slack on your hamstrings as you open to the left. Good. Inhale, back down. Just 2 more. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, open to the left. Good. I feel like we need 1 more here. Stay with me. Come on. Inhale, come on down. Exhale, open to the left. Use that right block. Stand down on that right arm. Straighten the left arm. Show me your wingspan. 5 breaths. You got it. Exhale. You're okay. 2. Just the T-spine rotating. Pelvis is locked. Good. 3 more. Exhale. Look up. Elongate that spine. 2 more. Come on, you got this. 1 more long breath. All the way full. Exhale, rotate, look up. You got it. Big wingspan, show me. Good. Bring that hand down. Whew. Bend both knees. Come back down onto your knees for child's pose. Hands all the way back by your feet. Flex and extend through the fingers and the wrist. Nice work, everybody. Allow your hands to rest, shoulders to drape down. Let your ears relax, the muscles around your ears. So much listening today. Relax your jaw, your tongue, your eyes. Snuggling up against Mama Earth here. That might sound a bit corny, but I'm telling you, it's so therapeutic when you feel lonely. Good. One more deep breath here. Excellent. Great work, everybody. Aren't you excited for the mobility portion? It's all mobility, really. But find your prop. You can use a yoga block for this, a tot, a pillow, a bolster, or you don't need a prop at all. But here you go if you do have a prop. This is going to be great for stretching hip flexors, groins, abs. So I'm going to place the tot right here in my lower back, and I'm going to roll myself back into this supported bridge shape. So get here however you can. The prop is under the pelvis. Knees are bent. Rib cage and shoulders rest on the mat. Arms to the side for a moment. Go ahead and gather your knees back into your chest. It's like you're in an upside down child's pose here. Now straighten your legs up toward the ceiling. Here's one option. I'm keeping my knees a little bit bent. Another option is to keep the knees bent even more and put your palms up to the ceiling and literally rest your thighs, tops of your knees, on your palms. Tilt your pelvis back. So this could be your inversion. Pick one. Let your exhales just fall out of your body. Yeah, experiment with which version you like, straight leg or more bent leg. Either way, you're inverted and you're getting the benefits of an inversion. Go ahead and make some circles with your ankles. This is a really nice stretch to start of our lower back, top of the hips in the back. And then change directions with your circling. Good. If you can, go ahead and straighten your legs up for me this time. We're going to get a little more active here. Bring the soles of your feet together like your feet are in prayer position, like your hands in prayer. Bring your feet towards prayer. Yes, straighten your legs. Feel that stretch in the outer ankles. Good. Then bring your soles of your feet toward the ceiling and move the soles of your feet away from one another. Inner ankles reaching for the ceiling, outer ankles reaching down to the floor. Spread your toes. Good. And then come back to prayer feet. Stretch outer ankles. And do the opposite. Soles away, inner ankles up. Good. One more time. Prayer feet. Breathe. And one more time. They turn away. Inner ankles reach. Inner arches reach. Toes spread. Good. Now bring your right knee towards your chest and let your left leg lie down on the floor like it's headed towards Shavasana early. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? So you're in this position in yoga we call Apanasana, or wind relieving pose. It's good for digestion and processing the lower, helping the lower digestive organs move things along. So you get a bonus today. So hug that right knee towards the chest. Let the left leg relax. Feel the stretch in the front of the left hip. Working with the tot. The tot is absorbing the weight of my pelvis and molding to the shape of my pelvis. So the pressure moves more equally around my tissues in my lower back and pelvis with the squishiness of the tot. Good. If you can, reach for your right ankle with both hands and turn the leg out a little bit. Now it looks like upside down pigeon. Pull that ankle towards you to your own degree. Send that right knee away from your face. Good. It's a bit of a flex on those biceps here. Breathe.
can even reach that left hand to the outside of the left foot and turn the sole of your foot towards your face. One more stretch on that outer right ankle. Top of that right foot. In fact, pull the right toes downward and pull the top of the foot into a stretch. Those of you with tight feet, be sure to check out my classes on feet and ankles here at Union Fit. So much more detail we go into for the feet and ankles in those classes. Good. Okay, relax. Bring the left knee into the chest. Hang here for a breath. And hold on to that left leg as you straighten out the right towards Shavasana. You can use both hands to hold on to that left knee. Focus on relaxing the right leg and right front of the hip. Feel the pull of gravity under that right leg. Relax your shoulders a bit. Just scan your body. Where am I holding tension that I really don't need right now? I am a student of my body and my body's tension. Walk the hands down to that right or left ankle. Pull it towards you, left knee away from you. Feel that stretch move into the inner thigh, groin area of that left leg. Maybe move the right hand to the outer right foot, bringing that sole of the foot into a slight twist as it faces your face. Bring the hand to the top of the foot as it passively points the right toes down, and feel that pull stretch across the top of the foot and that outer left ankle. Back off of this if you're feeling any weirdness in your knee. And make that mental note to check out my classes on feet, ankles, and knees. I think there's about 5 of them. They are available in a bundle to purchase, all the classes on feet and knees if you like. Okay. Release that left leg. Bring both feet to the floor. Lift the hips and remove your prop out of the way and come into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees apart, arms at your sides. We'll hold this stretch for a moment and then I'll cue you to straighten your legs into Shavasana, but let's first get this stretch on those inner thighs. Let your legs be heavy. I am a student of my body. I'm a student of my breath. I'm a student of my practice. What did I learn today about myself? Just observe. Stay back inside your breath so that you can remain the witness of your thoughts. They're just thoughts. You don't have to own all of them. You don't have to get obsessive about all of them. In fact, it would be quite helpful if we didn't get as obsessed about some of our thoughts, wouldn't it? Just observe your thoughts. Let those thoughts go. Now let's go ahead and straighten the legs out in Shavasana. And wiggle the legs a little movement to the legs to help them rock their way into a deeper state of ease. Rock your legs to stillness and come back to your awareness of your breath. No effort to the breath. Feel the pull of gravity under your whole body. Now become aware of your whole lower body. Distill your awareness down now just to your right leg. Now relax your right foot, your right knee, and right hip. Allow your whole right leg to feel heavy and let it go. Now bring your awareness just to your left leg. Relax your left foot, your left knee, and left hip. Allow your whole left leg to feel heavy and let it go. Now bring your awareness to your whole pelvis. Relax all the muscles in your pelvis. Relax your hip flexors, your inner thighs, and your glutes. Allow your awareness to travel into your lower back. Relax all the muscles in your lower spine, your middle spine, and your upper spine. Allow your whole torso to feel weighted and let it go. Now bring your awareness into your whole right arm. Relax your right hand, right elbow, and right shoulder. Allow your whole right arm to feel heavy and let it go. Now bring your awareness to the base of your skull. Relax all the muscles of your scalp. Soften across your forehead, your eyelids, your cheeks, and your jaw. Allow your eyes to fall heavy in their sockets. And relax your tongue, allowing it to rest at the top of your mouth. Soften the front of your throat and relax across the top of your chest. Now bring your awareness back to your natural breath and give yourself total permission to fully relax for the next few moments. I'll return to close us out. I'll bring some awareness back to your breathing. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bend your elbows and bring your arms up overhead towards the wall behind you. Allow your breath to deepen naturally. Then bend your knees and roll yourself over onto one side using your bottom arm as a pillow. And take a moment to think of something that you're grateful for and let that feeling radiate throughout your whole being. Now let's walk ourselves up super slow to a seated position. And let's take one more moment. Appreciate that you made it to your yoga mat today, following through with a commitment to yourself to do some self-care and learn some new things, perhaps, and be a student of your body. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. You can find me at movewelled.com. That's my website. I do want to shout out where you can find these props. The Coregeous ball, which I didn't use today, but I use often, and all the therapy balls from Tune Up Fitness. You can Google them or find links to them from my website. TOTTS spheres, TOTTS spheres from Rock Solid Functional Strength. You can find them on Facebook or Instagram, or links through my site for these. Yoga blocks you can get anywhere, and you should have all these props. Self-care begins at home. The original healthcare begins in the home. Turn your home into your own family health center by being able to take care of your own body and manage the stresses of life through movement. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you next week. If you're a member of my channel, if you're seeing this through a promotional video, you can find me on my website. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.